Good morning, grade 5. I hope everybody's doing good and you're ready for today's lesson. So, let's get started. So, I would like everybody to please open up the English textbooks on page 71. Today, we'll be doing language. So, you can open up your textbooks and just follow as I go along. Okay. So, in the first block in your textbook on page 71, we have the heading adjectives. So, what is an adjective? Adjectives are describing words that tell us more about nouns. So, for example, the fat cat, the blue book, the small boy, the pink car. So, as you can see, the letters that are highlighted red, that is the adjective. And the words that come after it is our nouns, right? So the fat cat, so fat is the adjective because it's describing how the cat looks, right? And the cat is our noun. The blue book, so the blue, the color blue describes what color the book is. So we know that the book is blue and the book is our noun. So remember, adjectives are describing words that tell us more about the nouns. Okay, so that is our adjectives. Now I want you to look around in wherever you are sitting and try to come up with a sentence using an adjective. So where I'm sitting right now, I have a nice cup of tea in front of me and my cup is blue. So I'll say, the blue teacup in front of me is really pretty. Right? So I described my noun, which is a teacup. Okay. If we carry on the page in the textbook, we have another big block and the heading says verbs. So it reads, the continuous tense has an auxiliary, which is a helping verb, and a present participle. So the auxiliary verb shows whether it is the past or future tense. So remember, guys, the auxiliary verb always shows if something is in the past or in the future tense. And the present participle is the verb ending in ing, right? So whenever there's a verb ending in ing, that is our present participle. So let's continue and learn more about tense. So the next heading says, what is past continuous tense? So when you use was or were with the present participle. So some examples. You were sleeping when I came over. Were you sleeping when I came over? You were not sleeping when I came over. So here you can see in the sentences we're using the word were, right? And we know that is used for a past continuous tense. And when you read the examples, my sentences, you can see how they use the word were to ask a question or to make a statement, but it's all done in the past continuous tense, right? So remember, whenever you use was or were, that must be used with a present participle. Okay, so the next heading, what is future continuous tense? So this is when you use will be or shall be with the present participle. So some examples. You will be waiting for him when he comes from school. Will you be waiting for him when he comes from school? You will not be waiting for him when he comes from school. So once again, you can see they used will be in these sentences, and yeah, they're using questions or statements. So you can see how they place it in the sentence to ask a question or make a statement. So the future continuous tense and the past continuous tense both use different words with a present participle, right? So let's just go back and remember the last bullet says the present participle is the verb ending in, right? So let's see. Here in past continuous tense, my examples: sleeping. See, I used sleeping. There's a in at the end, and it's comes before, right? Sorry, after. Here, once again in my sentences, waiting. I'm using a present participle, right? And it's the will be is before waiting. So, like I just said, I just made slides of these blocks that's on the textbook page. So those slides you need to copy in your book. Okay, so for homework, you write your heading, your date, page number, and draw a line. First, I would like you to please copy the slides, so the definitions and the examples. So go back, pause it, and copy my slides down into your book. Highlight where I highlighted in my slides, draw lines so you can identify examples and words in the definitions. Then after you're done copying the slides, complete the questions. So you need to complete question 1 to 2 on page 71, and that's all for homework. And you know this must be completed in your English workbook. So that's all for today's lesson. I hope you learned something new about language. Enjoy your homework and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.